3 or 4 years ago, I tore apart my specialized command post, dropper post, because it stopped working. And I tore it apart, found out what the problem was, and it's been sitting here pretty much ready to be reassembled for 3 or 4 years. I have all the pieces, I believe. I just don't know if I remember how it goes back together. It stopped working because I essentially overpressurized it. I think these operate at like, I don't know, max 20, 25 PSI. And I put way more than that in, and it was down, and I popped it up and it wouldn't go back down. And what happens is these are brass keys and they get bent, mangled when that happens because they're soft. So they kind of sit in the channel inside of the dropper post here, and mine got mangled. So instead of replacing them, I just took them out, flipped them upside down, and then I also filed them smooth again so that it functions. So I had it back in the tube here. It slides up and down pretty freely, so now I just got to remember how it all goes back together. To start, I'm just going to clean all the stuff up. There's just some debris and stuff that kind of fell on it from over the years, just kind of sitting here on my workbench. And I have a post pulled up here from a mountain bike forum that has pictures of how these, or how one was disassembled. So I'm hoping between that and what I do remember, I can get it back together. Got everything cleaned up, and I'm just going to orient at least half the parts in the same order that they are in the post that I found. But it looks like I actually disassembled mine a little further than this is. In the post, this portion, the bottom portion, is still in the bike with all the like inner valving and everything still installed. So I'm gonna have to either just kind of start putting it back together and see if I remember how it goes, or find another post. The other thing I didn't know about or wasn't sure on is how this, like the lever arm in the bottom, gets installed. But I took pictures when I took it apart and found them on my phone, so I can reference those and hopefully get this all figured out. So I'm just going to arrange these, like I said, in the order. I also saw something else that said if you remove this from the upper shaft, you need a special tool to basically reassemble. It's probably like a seal installation tool so you don't fold the seal. I think I could figure it out without it. So I'm going to get these oriented here. Looks like that goes there. Then it's this, then this, followed by this washer, and then this goes on the bottom here. The rest of these pieces go to the actual mechanism, which I believe I'll have to do some research on this part because I have no idea how this actually is meant to go together. With some trial and error, I think I have the right order here. So the piece here, and I believe the way I took it apart, this O-ring rides in between, and this white collar goes on, it only goes on one way. Like that. And then all of this slides up into the bottom here. Like that. And then this slides into this. And there's no ring on this surface, so it just kind of pops in place. And that is the lower part installed. There's a snap ring, so I'll grab my snap ring pliers, throw that in. This might be too big. Now the snap ring is all the way in place, and I think we're moving. Well, that wasn't too bad. So the whole lower section is reassembled. My pictures definitely helped. There were some pins and E-clips that have to kind of go on here. I actually had a block washer that I wasn't sure where it went and found the spot for that, so I have that in. So again, this is all kind of assembled now. It's functioning as far as everything's concerned. So now it's just the upper half I have to put back together, which I have it laid out in the same way that I found in the post. Everything makes sense to me, so just a matter of assembling that and then lubing it and getting these brass keys back in, getting air in it and seeing if it works, if the way I put it back together functions, and making sure the way I filed the keys works as well. Let's see how easy this goes back on. I'm going to pull the keys out for now. so I can hopefully slide the like upper shield past them. I mean, maybe that kind of tore the seal a little bit, but I don't know. Doesn't seem like anything crazy to me. This finishes it out. Use our lube. Again, this is just brake parts lube, but it's good for temperature ranges and should be good for okay pressure. I don't know. It's what I have. It's what we're gonna use. I think in this post the guy has like a SRAM bike grease, but this will do what we need it to. I want this in the back. So we'll go like that's actually gonna go in the front. Alright. Get this started. Lined up the way we want. Part of it. Let's get this. This goes on and tightens up the opposite way it's supposed to. Probably just gonna go kind of hand tight on this top for now. That's it, pretty much back together. To make sure this is functioning. It's notchy. Ugh, I'm not sure if that's gonna work very well. I think we might have to get some new keys. But what I'm gonna do is put some air in it, see what happens. So for air, I'm just gonna use my like shock pump instead of a floor pump. It's a little more controlled, and it'll do the same thing. So I'm gonna go to like 10 psi to start, and we'll see how it feels. 10. Release this. So now it should be pretty charged. So when I release this, it feels notchy, feels a little notchy. Let's see if it goes down pretty easily. I'm just gonna pull up on this. I mean, it's working, but I can feel the keys kind of digging into the side of the inside. So I think I'm gonna order new keys for it. Now I know exactly what I got to do to take it apart. Shouldn't take much time at all to unassemble it then. Yeah, we'll put new keys in, but it's nice to know that it works as is. I'm going to check the air one more time, because my pump, when you go to release the pressure, basically flipping this, always seems to let a decent amount out. I'm going to call that a success. It functions. I got to get this back on a bike. But like I said, I think before that I'm going to order new keys. I think you can order new keys. I know you can get a rebuild kit. Keys seem to be the exception for some of the things, but I'll get some of those ordered, and I'll get this back on a bike. But again, it's been apart for at least 3 years, maybe 4, and seems to be working again. So that's a success in my book. Thanks for watching.